Hi guys, and welcome back to another video game with the powers. I'm Jake. In today's video, I'll be showing you unboxing of the board game, the Bazaars of Ubar, designed by Tim Armstrong and coming to you from Gray Fox Games. All right, Bazaars of Ubar, I believe, is Gray Fox Games' latest Kickstarter project that they did. It came on Kickstarter around last year. Started fulfilling around late August, early September of this year. Now, typically, with our unboxing, guys, we'll actually unbox the game out the box and kind of look at the components. But this was a game that I'm really excited for. I do love the company Gray Fox and a lot of their games that they produce. One of my all-time favorite games from them is After the Empire. Right over here. So I'm a huge fan of any Gray Fox games, and I saw this game and I was very interested. So when it came in, I had to bust it out. I had to get it to the table and do a playthrough. So everything is already unboxed, but I'm still going to walk you guys through it, show you some of the components, and move along like that. But this is the deluxe edition here. This is the only edition that they had available at the time of that Kickstarter, and I believe it was $45 to back the game. I also got the playmat here, which we'll take a look at in a sec, but let's go ahead and bust open the Bazaars of Ubar, okay? Right here, we start off with the rulebook. I love very small rulebook, only about 5 pages here, and just kind of giving you a quick synopsis of the game. Nice, short, sweet, crisp, clean rule book right here, okay? Next thing we got is the game board, all right? So this is going to be the game board, which is going to be the time track, where you're going to be moving along these tracks here, and there's going to be 3 different rounds where you'll have the opportunity to score points, but this is going to be the game board right here. All right, let's dive into some of these components, okay? We'll go ahead and take a look at some deluxe components here, which are going to be these metal coins, all right? Now, these things are nice and heavy, if you can take a feel for these. So you have the $5 coins, I believe, and I'll take some of these out from the bag so you can kind of see them a little bit here. Let me get one more gold here. I do remember the silver, I believe, is $1, and the gold might be $3 if I remember correctly. Kind of show that, and I'll take them over to the other camera here. So we have the gold coin. So that's kind of the front side. Got a nice magic lamp on it, and on the back side, it's got an hourglass, and then same thing with the silver coin here. Lamp on that front side, and then the back side with an hourglass. Let me double check the rule book real quick, so make sure I'm telling you guys the right amount. So the gold is 5, okay? Gold's gonna be 5, and the gold is 5. The silver is 1, okay? So these are the metal coins here. Just a nice, different. Nice feel to them, just very, very heavy, okay? Here's some standard cardboard punch-out coins that will come in the base game if you do not have the deluxe edition of the game. All right, so you saw some of these components here. These are going to be the different goods that you are going to have in the game, and I'll take each one of these goods out. So you'll have like a magic carpet. You will have a treasure chest. There you will have a hookah lamp. All right, let me see what's over here. You're gonna have a magic lamp. All right, and then there should be one more if I can find them. There should be a little scarab. It might be in another bag I have over here, maybe somewhere. They're probably in another bag. Here we go. So then you have a scarab. So each of these goods, these are the 5 different types of goods here. They are all cardboard punch out. I'll go ahead and move to the other camera so we can see each of them here. So this is what a magic lamp or carpet, the magic carpet tile is going to look like. We have the treasure chest. All right, and what's cool is like each of these different components here, the hookah lamp, each of these have different colors, different designs on them. There's the magic lamp. All right, and then we have the scarab, okay? So they each have different colors. So there's multiple of the same ones, but they each have different colors. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave these components out here to the side temporarily, so we can do that. But these are just generic cardboard, nothing too fancy there. We have the first player markers, or not the first player markers, the player ships right here. So take them over to the camera over here. So this is what these player ships are going to look like. This is a upgrade meeple ships. All right. Taking a look at your actual ships. Okay. So we have ship boards that you're going to have for each ship here. Okay. Nice, good cardboard front and back side. And then this is the deluxe version. So you have a game tray ship. All right. So let's take a look at this ship. You can see on the side, the back, the front. So what you'll do is you'll take one of these boards and slap them in there, and there is your ship, all right, that you have. And so essentially the purpose of the game is it's kind of like Isle of Cats, where you're going to be collecting these different components and using them to fill up different spaces of your ship, all right? And then what you're going to do is there'll be these market cards that you guys can see right here, and each of them will have different prices on it. So you can see the the carpets here are worth 2 coins, the chests are 1 coin, and so at the end of each round, you'll be able to sell all the goods that you want for a given price, okay? So here are all of the market cards. So they have a bunch of different market cards here. I'll go ahead and bring one over to the side and kind of explain what we got here. So this is what a market card will look like. So like I said, they're each going to have a price. Now what's cool is they'll have an up and down arrow. So what this means is if it's green going up, that is usually higher than what the average price is. So the average price of a carpet is 1 coin. So here you would get 2 coins for that. You look at the potions here, right? So it's got a red arrow going down. That means that's 1 below the average price. So the average price of that potion is 2 coins. Here it's only going to be 1 for this round, okay? So you have a bunch of these different market cards here to kind of go through to kind of change the flavor of the game, all right? And then the last thing you have is these tiles, okay? So what you're going to be doing throughout the game is you are going to be, let me just grab some of these tiles here. You're going to be drafting these certain tiles, all right? And based upon where the tile or positioning of that tile is, it's going to cost you some time, and you'll move along that time track, and I'll kind of show you how this works a little bit. And so these tiles are all going to have a certain effect, okay? I'm going to go take these tiles over to the other camera and give you a better picture more in depth. So here's an example of a tile. So you would see there's an hourglass at the top and bottom, so it would cost you 2 time, move up 2 spots on the track to draft this tile. When you drafted this tile, what it would do is the tile to the left of this tile would activate as well, all right? But the effect here would be you could trade in 1 treasure chest for 1 carpet and 1 lamp, all right? And then, like I said, the tile that was to the left of it, so let's say you had this tile to the left of it and you put them adjacent like that. So this tile would activate, so you could trade in 1 chest for 3 carpets, all right? So there's a bunch of different tiles in the game. You can see here there's a whole stack of tiles. Here there's a whole stack of tiles that you'll be drafting from, and you're gonna be creating like a little tableau from your area. Everybody starts, they have starter tiles, which all do the same thing. If I can get these other ones out of here. There we go. So everybody's going to have their own starter tile, which will allow you to spend a time to take either a carpet or a treasure chest. But okay, well look, these are all the components here for the Bazaars of Ubar, okay? What I'm going to do very quickly, guys, is the last thing I'm going to show you is the playmat, which the playmat's actually going to help with the setup here. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you really quickly just a quick synopsis of how to play the game and show you what it's like. So we have the beautiful playmat right here. Let me make sure. All right, so what it would look like is, depending on your player count, you guys would have a row of these different tiles. So let's just say I had a couple of those, all right? And then, let me just scoot that up there, okay? You would put all the goods over here on the side. You could just like stack them up. So I'll do that and just stack them up so you can see how it would look. And then the treasure chest is right there, all right? I would put my piece out in the starting row there. And basically, now I got my ship and I'm ready to go. So I'm not going to use any of this bottom section of the board. I'm going to use my ship as the example. But I'm going to kind of put my tableau here. But this will kind of be my starting tile, right? So on my turn, what I would do is I would draft one of these tiles, okay? Like I said, depending on how many hourglasses there are on the tile and the tiles adjacent to it is how much time that it would cost you, okay? So, for example, let's just say I wanted to take this this tile right here. There's one hourglass. There's no hourglass there. There's no hourglass there. So this tile would only cost me one time. So I would move up one on the track, and now I would have to put this somewhere adjacent to this tile. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it above, all right? So now this tile would activate. So everybody would start with a certain resource depending on your player count. But let's just say, for example, I already had a treasure chest in my thing. So what I could do is trade in this treasure chest, and I could go ahead and take 3 carpets. All right, 3 carpets from the pool that was over here. Okay, so that's that effect. Now, what this tells me is this is going to activate every tile that is adjacent to this one. So now this one would activate. So what I could do is spend another time, move out on a track, and I could either get another carpet or a chest. So I'll go ahead and take another carpet, okay? So that would be my turn. Then it would go to the next person. They would draft another tile, and then let's say it comes back to my turn again. What you might see here is we have some tiles with a die. So there's a die in the game that you would be able to roll. So this is part of the expansion, or this is part of a stretch goal, I believe, is a die, right? So let's say I wanted to do that. So I would take this, I'd have to spend 1 time, 2 time right there because it's adjacent. So I'm spending 2 time. I'll take this guy and then I'm going to put him here. All right, stack them next to it there. So now this would activate. I would need to spend a potion to roll twice, and whatever I rolled on here, I would get that resource. So let's say, again, I had a potion. What I would do is spend that potion, roll once, I get a chest, all right, and then I would roll again, and this is a wild, so I could get anything of my choosing. So let's say I had a chest, and then I'm just going to get one of these scarabs, all right? So, and then what this allows me to do is activate any other tile in my block, okay? That's what that symbol is. So let's say, again, I want to spend another time, and I'm going to grab me another chest from the box, okay? So you can see how the game is kind of played. Again, you guys are taking turns and filling up your boat, kind of like the Isle of Cats, all right? Once everybody will, I'll go ahead and move my tablet there. Once everybody reaches this round 1 track right here, get to here. Now, they can move past it on the round. So, like, if I was here and spent 2 time, I would go 1, 2, okay? Once everybody reaches that round end, we're going to take a look at the market card. So, let's say this was the market card here, and you can sell as many goods as you want. So I got 4 carpets for $2 a piece. I would probably sell all 4 of these carpets to go ahead and grab me 8 coins from the bank. If I wanted to, I could also sell these treasure chests. I also have a scarab that would be worth 3, okay? So that is essentially a quick version of how to play Bazaars of Ubar. Again, what you guys will then do is you will continue to build out your little tableau of tiles here, and you're going to go all the way until the end of round 3. And the player that has the most coins at the end of the game is going to be the winner. All right, guys. Well, I hope you got to enjoy and take a look at the components for the Bazaars of Ubar and got to see very quickly how the game is played. My first initial thoughts and reactions here is I'm kind of impressed with the components here. I'm glad that it is a deluxeified game that's in a good price range. Like I said, it was about $45 for the game, and then it was $12 for the playmat. I do love the playmat here, I do think the playmat makes the game a lot easier with the rows for the tiles because it has everything sorted out. Like I said, if you just took a look at the board, you would have to put the tiles out next to the board, and there's no real visual spot to put them in. So I think the playmat definitely helps here. But overall, I really enjoy the components. Now let's talk about the game. Only played this game once so far. I liked it. I enjoyed the puzzly aspect of it, being able to activate different powers or ability tiles. Having tiles activate other tiles, I think was very cool. My only quim with the game is there is a lot of downtime here. That's really the first one while somebody's trying to decide what tile they want to take, because there is a lot of possibilities that you can take. Like, oh, if I take this one, I get this effect, but then I can use that because it's like pointing in another arrow. What I'm trying to say is that tile, the direction that tile is facing will activate that other tile of you, so you can like chain them together, only one time though, so you can kind of chain different tiles together to do different effects to get you things, and so that can be very analysis paralysis per se. And then the last thing is those market card guys. Now they instruct you to set the market cards face up, so everybody kind of knows what the market is, and so everybody's trying to race to get the same thing. Like, you know, if the carpets are the most expensive thing, everybody's trying to race to get carpets. The first time we played it, we had the thought that I kind of wish the market cards were face down, so nobody really knew what was in the market. So you would just have to pick and choose what you thought was best. And I think it would be cool, like, for the market card to be revealed at the end, and then you kind of go from there. But I think the game does lose a little bit of its luster with everybody knowing what's in high demand. I think it'd have been cool, like, you just get components and then you flip the card over and see what's in demand for that round. But maybe not. Maybe they tried it that way and it really didn't work out. I would like to try it that way with my friends and see how it goes. But other than that, I think the game is very cool. It's a different type of theme, and it works like that Isle of Cats puzzly type strategy. But again, guys, this is the Bazaars of Ubar, designed by Tim Armstrong, coming to you from Gray Fox Games, a new Kickstarter game. Y'all definitely check this one out. I think this is worth a look into. If you like this content, guys, please go ahead and drop a like. Did you back Bazaars of Ubar? Do you like Gray Fox Games? Go ahead and drop a comment down below. And as always, guys, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel so we can keep producing more awesome content for you. All right, guys, have a great one. Bye.